Welcome back to Talentless Creations. My name is Joe, and I want to say I worked about 3 or 4 hours on this um, at this point, and what I've gotten done is I've gotten the animations cut up and applied to the character. So I'll just show you the animations by themselves here. Um, so we got that one, we got this one, and we got these last two here, which doesn't look like much because there's no sword in the hand. But I did it that way. That way you can just kind of attach whatever weapon you want to the socket, and it should still play. I didn't close the hand or anything because it's kind of just a rough draft of animation, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because so far this is a finished product. I think I need to edit the camera angle, but it looks all right. But the problem is the camera doesn't move with the person, and I think the reason is because when you go into the actual animations here. Get the control rig here. You can see this like uh, yellow circle that is underneath the rig, and when we play it, it goes completely outside of it. And so I'm pretty sure I was supposed to animate that circle to go with it. The issue is the circle also moves the rig itself, so it looks like I'd have to figure out some other way to animate to include the rig itself. Um, which seems tedious here. Uh, but I'll leave it as it is now for now. To show you kind of how I did this, I just followed the tutorial that I mentioned a few videos ago. And I'll also link that down in the description. Um, so I took all these sequences here and just spaced out where I wanted to cut the cut to be. And then I tweaked up the animations themselves a little bit just so they had a return animation. Um, And then I just went here to body and I went to a big animation sequence. Selected the animation uh, thing I made, renamed it, and hit OK. I named it AS because I learned that lesson from last time that if you name a file the same thing as another file here, it will overwrite that file and then you'll just lose progress. So I did that for all four of these, and then I took all four of these and just right clicked on them and hit create. Create an montage here. Then it created these four files, and then I went into the blueprint and set. Oh, actually, before I did that, I went into the project files themselves, and here went down to input, and I added a new action mapping, which is pretty cool because uh, you can you can add an action, call it whatever you want, and then add a button. You can also add multiple buttons for the same action. So I assume that's how that you'd like set up a gamepad or something of that sort. So that's pretty cool. Um, but I went in here. I just typed in attack. Oh, blank spot, and added the action event there. So when you press the mouse button, it does a branch here. This branch does a true or false statement, and if the person's set to attacking, true, it doesn't do anything. If it's set to false, um, it automatically sets the attacking uh, as attacking to true. It plays anim montage here using the mesh of the blueprint. Um, and then it on complete, it'll set the increment counter for the attack counter here. Down here is a integer, and then on interrupt, it will give a delay, and then also set the attacking to false here, along with setting the attack count to 0. On complete, it sets the attack count to 0, and when the object is complete, it increments that attack count to 1, 2, or 3, or 4. The reason we have that attack count is here is a select module with each different animation on it. Um, when the attack count is 0, it starts at the first attack, second attack, third attack, and fourth attack there. Um, so the reason that we don't have a setting the attack on complete, setting the attack to false again, is it causes the attack to just not play again. We actually go into the mannequin animation Manny here, and oh well, we first go into these and we set a notify um, and notify it. I think they're just called notifies. We just set a notify here. The way you do that is you have to make sure that you're in this section here, and then you hit right click, or well, I just right click on the actual notify, right click, add notify, and then you just type in the notify name. And it's just can attack again. And we did this on every time the player starts to start the animation or the return animation. Um, so each one of the attacks has this. The last attack, and since you don't normally want it to interrupt, the attack can attack again ends at the end of the return animation. So then we go into uh, the animation blueprint itself. We set that can notify again as an event, and when the game sees that, it casts it to the third person player, and then it sets the attacking to false, so that it interlocks with this code here. So when it sets the attacking to false, this will finish and increment the attack count, and then it'll let you go on to the next animation in the list. If you let it completely finish, then it'll set the attack back down to 0. That way, it's just not that way, if you just press the button a few seconds afterwards, it won't just automatically go to the next phase. So it'll actually act like a combo there. And we can see this if we go back here and mess with it a little bit. Like I can do that, and then I'll keep doing that if I don't hit the mouse in the correct area. And then same thing here. That one looked like it did it anyways. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So yeah, that's just a basic combat here. Um, I don't know how I'm going to fix this without having to redo the entire animation. Um, so I might just leave it for now and use this as the and then start making the sword actually do damage when it hits things, um, and then fix it up later when I'm starting to polish things up. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a bit of a longer video than the other ones I've been sharing. If you have any potential fixes that you might want me to look at or anything of that sort, just let me know. Uh, but for now, that's all I got. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching.